Everybody, AmberFrmThVault here. Welcome to Fallout New Vegas. When I asked y'all what I should play next, I said 4. I said mod reviews. You said no. We're going to go ahead and play New Vegas. So let's go ahead and just jump right in, get straight to it. I'll see you back in a sec.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Here we go. Sorry, it's the Game of the Year edition, so we're gonna have to add all these things.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Sure. My name is Amber. Oop, if I can click the right buttons.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
Jeez.
I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
All right, so let's go ahead and just choose basically a standard face. Sure. Just make her a little bit older though, because why not? I'm older. Let's change our hair. Let's see. That's gonna be blonder than I want it to be, isn't it? You've never watched me play a game before. I tend to at least try to choose features that are somewhat like my own. So we'll do that. Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, let's change the eye color real quick. Not that it matters, but I have green eyes. Yep, sure, good enough.
We had most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Thanks, Doc.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Life is always a race, sir, but okay. Alright, so let's see.
Good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Alright. So first thing I like to do is to reduce everything to 1, so then I can start over. I do think we get the opportunity to change this later if we want to. If I remember right, but we're gonna try and choose what we can right now. Okay, so if I remember right, I'm trying to remember. It's been a really long time since I played New Vegas. I tried to play it on hardcore last. It was so close. It's the last thing I needed for the platinum on PS3, and then I ended up not playing the rest of it, so I never did finish it. I ended up getting rid of my PS3, so I don't even have it anymore. So let's go with 4 for strength, just for now, because I really don't care about any of the other things, but I do care. Oh gosh, I do care about my carry weight. That's the one thing that's rough for me. So I believe that endurance in this game affects how many, because you can get like implants later, can't you? Well, I always like to be smart in the game. Then I guess we'll keep our luck low. Yeah, let's keep our luck low. Okay, so strength is obviously going to impact lots of things, but it will impact something that matters to me, which is my carry weight. That said, I feel like you can always, or at least I have always been able to manage to get through with, you know, normal strength. But this is hard for me because I think it's endurance that you can use to get more implants later. So I want it to be a little bit higher than normal, but I also want my charisma and intelligence to be higher because I am a big fan of being smart. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it here for now. Like I said, I think we get a chance to check it again before we leave, but even if we don't, I think this is what I'm going to go with. I know I tend to use the luck, or put the luck stat low, just because I don't know.
That's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well,
Standard.
your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a big one to drop. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions?
This one?
Your dogs are still barking.
Woof woof. Actually, no. He's not barking. He's currently upset that he can't get the treats out of a ball I gave him.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Party. I guess shelter.
Night.
Day. Sleep.
Bandit.
Kill. Vaporize.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
Father. All right, let's see. Jeans.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
No opinion.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Agree?
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
No opinion?
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
This is hard. No opinion.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
No.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
An angry two-headed ant. Sure.
Okay. How about this one?
Looks like a rug. Let's say I'm too embarrassed.
Last one.
Elephants. I guess a mushroom cloud. Sure, why not?
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
All right. So these are not the ones we're going to choose. We are going to choose speech. I tend to like having speech. I'm also going to take repair and science. I'm not going to keep those though. If I remember right. Oh boy, I'm trying to remember. I think there is, if we take repair and science, I think we can get an extra gun. And I think that we can make some chems in here.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you.
We'll see.
You got a form for
Maybe
me
I'm
to
wrong.
fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
If I did, that'd be convenient though. Okay, so first things first, Wild Wasteland we are going to take. And then our next one, what are we going to take? Let's see. These all kind of suck. Let's see, +1. This one I always felt like was very, like the downside to this one is not as bad as the downside to a lot of the other ones. Hoarder is hard because I like to sell everything. I like to be able to gain that extra 25, but you really don't gain anything in the long term. So I think what I'll do... Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Wild Wasteland, and I am going to do 4 eyes, because I think there's a pair of glasses we can pick up in here.
That about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
All right, I will not come with you, but I will attempt to look around. Okay, real quick. I don't have my Pip-Boy yet. I'm just trying to turn on my Pip-Boy light. Yes, here we go. Okay. So yes, repair. Yes, and I get a free gun. Then create some stim packs. Sweet. And we are going to just take some stuff because we know we can sell this shit. All right. So it's been a long time since I've played through New Vegas. I think it's probably been a few years at least. I tried to replay New Vegas at one point because I was like, maybe I didn't give it enough of a try, or maybe I didn't give it enough credit just because it was never my favorite. But I think it's just that I find the story of Fallout 3 to be more, I don't know, to be more something I would connect to, I think, because you're, you know, it's got the whole family thing going. I really liked it. This one always felt a little bit more like a selfish reasoning. Not that it's a negative thing, but, you know, the other one's about finding your dad and saving the wasteland. And this one was just kind of like, well, I'm saving myself and getting revenge, bitch. which isn't a bad thing. I am pretty sure that there is a pair of glasses in here somewhere. I'm probably gonna get too heavy pretty soon. And if you wonder why I'm taking everything right now, it's because I can actually sell things to the doc. As we're on our way out, I can sell things to him. And I did play it on PS3. I don't think I ever played New Vegas on PC. I think I only played it on PS3. Like I said, though, I didn't really love New Vegas, so it wasn't the same to me as it is to others. I know a lot of people, their favorite one is New Vegas, but... Oh, we're walking slow now. Definitely picked up too much too fast, but that's okay. Can't pick up that bucket. I swore there was a pair of glasses in here. Maybe it's as we leave or something. I remember in the past playing this game and being annoyed that there was so many like downsides to a lot of the initial starting personality perks. All right. We're actually walking faster than normal. They will give us that. I would normally think I should say, oh, I don't have Pip-Boy right. I keep trying to open a Pip-Boy I don't have yet. I keep forgetting he gives it to you. Let's just take all of these. Alright, there we go. I think I've cleared out your house, Doc.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. It was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
All right. Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Alright, so no, we do not want to turn on hardcore.
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can.
I sure do. I need medical supplies. Yes, before we even get started, I am going to start selling him some shit back, because that's who I am in life. Alright, I'm going to do this real quick. Actually, I will go off screen because I don't want to piss everybody off or make you bored, so give me a sec. Alright, so if you're not aware, everything you pick up in his house, you can basically sell to him, and it will get you an extra 5 stim packs, or at least the way I play it gets me an extra 5 stim packs. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I am going to keep some of this stuff. I'm probably going to end up selling it to somebody, but might as well keep some of it. Oh, I'm already pressing the wrong buttons again. Alright, so tell me about yourself, Doc.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
Alright, so you said before something was taken from you.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
Alright. My wounds still hurt a little. Can you give me something for the pain, Doc?
Of course. You've been through a lot. Ain't much, but these'll do you right if the pain flares up.
Alright. What town is this?
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
All right. What else can you tell me about Good Springs?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
All right. Can you give me the rundown of Good Springs?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
All right. Who was it you said that rescued me?
That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean because he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
All right. Do you know anything about the man who shot me?
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
All right. Goodbye.
You take care now.
All right. So real quick, let's go ahead and make sure we do have a pair of glasses. Oh, let's see. We do have a pair of glasses, so let's get those on. There we go. And then we don't want the 21 jumpsuit. What we want is the lightweight metal armor. And let's choose ourselves a weapon. We don't really have a decent amount of... None of our weapons really have a decent amount of ammo, but... Alright, now that we have that Pip-Boy light, let's just real quick make sure we have taken everything from Doc Brown's house. Doc Brown's house. See, my brain immediately does Doc and Brown because of Back to the Future. Alright, yeah, I knew I missed some stuff. Alright. Woo. Can you read it? It's a little blurry there at the end. I don't think that's my eyesight. I have a feeling that has something to do with the game. Alright. Anything else to take? I want to make sure we have everything. It is nice that Doc lets you rob him blind. I do appreciate that. He doesn't get mad at you. He doesn't kick you out of the house for stealing all of his things. I appreciate it. I mean, I did just, you know, get saved by him, so... If I were him, I'd be like, you can't fucking steal all my shit. Come on. But he's a nice guy. Alright. Alright, here we go. Alright, so Old World Blues. Of course, we have the Game of the Year edition. So you've gotten a fragmented signal on your Pip-Boy, a coded transmission of some sort with a sad, jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you can tell, it appears to be an invitation to the midnight science fiction feature at the Mojave Drive-In. Please arrive early to catch the trailers. Alright, our level cap has been increased. Your Pip-Boy has received a signal coordinates that lead to a canyon wreckage canyon wreckage west of Prim. Following the coordinates are the words Courier 6, signed Ulysses. Alright, more cap increase. Your Pip-Boy has picked up a radio broadcast from the Happy Charles Caravan Company. They're looking for one more member for an expedition to Zion Valley. All right, the reunion. I'll just let this, let those add. Here we go. The ongoing conflict in the Mojave Wasteland has kicked weapons manufacturers into high gear. All major and minor weapons dealers in the region are rolling in new weapons, ammunition types, and modifications. Head to your nearest participating vendor to peruse the merchandise. Alright, so we have Gunrunner's Arsenal. I will say, I think that one of the reasons I didn't like New Vegas quite as much as I liked Fallout 3...
Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Actually might be partly because there was so much you could do in this game, and it just wasn't my thing. Like, it's not my I love crafting in games. Y'all have probably seen me, especially if you watch me play Medieval Dynasty, you'll know I love crafting. Sorry, I was moving something, so I moved away from my mic if it sounded weird for a second. But I think in this game, it just felt overwhelming to me because I was so used to playing Fallout 3 and I just wanted to jump into it. So I'm going to challenge myself to try and actually craft things this time. If you watch my Fallout 3 playthrough, you'll know no interest, but this one took it up and like notched it up like 20%. 20%? 20 times. I can talk today. Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
All right. How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
All right. Do you know about the men who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Rascals. How'd you end up in Good Spring?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
All right. Goodbye.
Happy trails!
Nothing else to say, Victor, but don't worry. I will be going to your house soon, and I will be stealing everything that isn't nailed down. I don't believe this man will talk to me, but we will try. All right, your Pip-Boy has picked up a radio broadcast inviting you to the grand opening of the Sierra Madre Casino. Hello, sir. Howdy. Yep. All right, I'm going to definitely be going through and just stealing everything in every house that isn't nailed down at some point, but we're not quite there yet. I don't want to do that too much on camera because I know I'll bore everybody. The reloading bench. Yep, I will not be dealing with you right now. Too hard. I need to get better at doing crafting in this game, but I will take that. All right. Let's go in and let's surprise her. Hee. All right, anything good in here? I don't think so. Nope, nothing worth taking. Hi.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
All right, Doc Mitchell said you could teach me how to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
All right. Why doesn't she go back this way? Let's open this first. Nope, okay. It would have made more sense if you would have just turned and come this way. All right. Oh, sorry, Cheyenne. I didn't mean to be in your way. All right. Come on. Walking slow.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
All right. Let's do this.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Not that I necessarily need the tutorial, but I do think it's worth playing the tutorial. Nothing else, you get to get a few kills in. Get some gecko stuff. Arf, arf, arf. Oh, I want my puppy. I love how Cheyenne's warning everyone that we're coming. I mean, you might as well just give away our location, man. Alright, come on. Why do we run so much faster than all the other characters we're escorting? I mean, I'm glad we run fast, don't get me wrong, but at the same time.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Yeah. I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna do that, but there's no chance in hell I'm going to manage to actually sneak.
Okay, you're on.
I'm just not a sneaker. I'm not a sneaker, but I am a little stinker. I love how the blood disappeared from his head there for a little while. That was interesting. Alright, can't pick up the pail. We will take everything that's around here. I've been playing a lot of Medieval Dynasty, so in my head I just thought, oh, I need to press control so I can see all the things that are on the ground. Ah. That doesn't happen in here. Alright, come on.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Of course.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Perfect. Am I coming with you, or are you really coming with me, though? Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like you're coming with me. Ooh, I see a, I believe that's a wild wasteland thing up there. You could see... Well, look, we'll get to it in a second. We'll get to it soon enough.
Come on.
Nice! Alright, yep, I know. I gotta get to the other one too. I need this shovel. I believe the next one's over here. Yep, there we go. Whew. It's been a long time since I've played this one. But there are a few things I remember. I remember this opening fairly well. And I remember I replayed it a few times.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you've done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Alright, folks are accepting me around here. I'm helpful. Of course I am. I'm glad everyone realizes it. Alright.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Sure. Can't hurt.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
So we are going to go with a really high intelligence. I'm never going to go for a 10 just because I know we can always get something to upgrade our points. We can get bobbleheads, things like that. But I'm going to put it at a 9 because I do think that intelligence is one of the most important things. Also, you get more skill points to distribute. So cool. Into it. I'm going to put my strength at a 6. I would like it actually to be a little bit higher, but I don't want to take away too many points from other places. I don't think luck matters. I know that a lot of people like to start with like 9 luck and think that luck is really good. I know it impacts like the casinos later on and stuff like that, but honestly, I've never really found luck to be that important of a stat. Anything I can get from luck, I'm going to end up getting from being super smart and being able to buy a bunch of shit. So we're going to go with that. I think that's what we're going to do. So yes, we're leaving it here. We're going to go strength, perception. We're going to have our endurance be mid-range. Part of me wants to put it at an 8 and just say, fuck it, it's at an 8. But realistically, it's going to take so long for us to be able to get the implants and all that, that at the end of the day, it's fine. We're going to do this. This is how I like to play the game. So we're going to leave it there. I'm not going to keep Not gonna keep thinking about it. We are gonna take away the repair skill though. I want to take that away and I want to put in lockpick. Here's the only reason I choose repair and science. Remember when I said I played the beginning of this game a lot? I kept restarting because I kept realizing there were different things I should have chosen in the beginning. And one of those things I figured out that I should have chosen was repair. So I'm actually going to choose lockpick. I think lockpick is one of the most important skills that you can have in the game. And then I do like to have science because I prefer energy weapons later on when we have laser pistols and things like that. And speech is always really important to me. So let's go with those. All right, and then we're going to stick with 4 eyes. I don't see any reason not to use 4 eyes. We have glasses on. We can get more glasses. And literally, I'm never looking at myself, so whatever. And I'm going to stick with Wild Wasteland. All right, her name is Amber, right? Yep, okay, good. So perfect. This is who we are. We're not changing ourselves.